Hi there, Allison here with another Cabernet Franc du jour. Today we're in the beautiful state of Virginia and we're looking at the Gabriele Rausse 2017 Baer Ridge Vineyards Cabernet Franc Reserve. Just a quick shout out to my dear friend and Assam, Heath Porter, who was kind enough to take me around to a few wineries in Virginia earlier this year. Thank you so much, Heath. I'll be sure to link to his details in the comments below for those of you that are curious. So Gabriele Rausse is without a doubt the father of modern viticulture in the state of Virginia. He immigrated to the state in 1976 from his native Veneto in Italy, and he was responsible for not only setting up Barboursville Vineyards, which is probably the most well-known winery in the state, but also over 100 other vineyard sites across the state of Virginia, which is amazing. He set up his own winery in 1997, and today both of his sons, Peter and Tim, are also involved in the family business. So why Cabernet Franc, why Virginia? Now, Virginia, in terms of its climate, is actually kind of Bordeaux-like in a way. It does have the maritime influence of the Atlantic, and it is a touch warmer as well. But the soils are varied. There's clay and limestone. There's a little bit of schist here and there, depending on where you are. But it's a really sort of happy place for Cab Franc. And actually Cab Franc represents 21%. It's the #1 planted grape variety in the state, which is awesome. Today we're looking at this example from the Shenandoah Valley. So the Shenandoah Valley is on the western side of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and these Blue Ridge Mountains act as a barrier in a way to that moderating influence of the Atlantic. So it's a little cooler here, it's a little drier, and the Baer Ridge Vineyard was planted in 1999. It has more limestone and clay driven soils, and it sits at around 400 meters above sea level. So let's give this guy a taste. The nose, in terms of the fruit profile, definitely leans kind of sweeter fruits, like cherry, for example, a little bit of plum. There's even a little bit of blue fruits there too, like a blueberry fruit profile, but very pure on the riper side of like sort of sweet fruits as opposed to tart fruits. The nose has a beautiful kind of herbaceous undertone, which balances that nice sort of brighter fruit profile. And getting a little bit of cedar wood, some tobacco. There's even a little bit of sort of a herbal undertone, like almost like a cooling herb, like rosemary. But really nice sort of fruit profile, quite Bordeaux-like actually, in a way. The palate is nice and mouth-watering. The fruits come through beautifully. And it's just got a beautiful kind of round texture in the mouth. The tannins are medium, very velvety, and they kind of pull everything in a nice little way. This wine this is not boisterous or over the top. It has a reserved quality. You can sense that there's like sort of a precise kind of approach to the winemaking that is really intended to highlight the fruit and the vineyard specifically. There's no hard edges here. It feels really harmonious and just impeccably balanced. And I think most importantly, there's like a great deliciousness factor here. I want this with a big hunk of medium rare red meat, actually. But in terms of my introduction to Virginia as a wine producing area for Cab Franc, this is top notch. If any of you have any great suggestions for Cab Franc from Virginia, please hit me up in the comments below. I want to be tasting more of these wines in the future. And of course, as always, I will be back again soon with another wine. Cheers.